Why are the accusations against HYBE overblown? BTS's V and company-backed success. Some have claimed that HYBE does not support BTS's V and even hinders his success. However, if we look at the facts objectively, these accusations seem exaggerated and baseless. V's success, the result of hard work and the right strategy. BTS's V has indeed achieved extraordinary achievements on various global charts. But why is this considered evidence that HYBE does not support him? This success actually shows that the strategies implemented are effective. The Layover album, for example, received extensive promotion, including exclusive interviews, appearances in major media, and full support from the label. HYBE and promotions that suit V's character. HYBE is known to have different marketing strategies for each of its artists. V has a more artistic and experimental image, so the promotion for him is also adjusted. Unlike other artists who may have aggressive strategies, the approach to V is more subtle, but still effective. No need for excessive hype. To say that HYBE is intentionally ignoring V just because they haven't been making constant statements or over-promoting is speculative. The music industry relies not only on momentary hype, but also on long-term strategies. HYBE's support remains. The fact that V's songs are still dominating the charts, even though he is serving his military service, shows that HYBE's management still supports him. If HYBE didn't want to support him, they could have simply not provided enough resources from the start. However, if HYBE really wanted to hinder V's success, why did they provide a promotional budget, global distribution, and support his album release with the right marketing strategy? Judging from the release patterns of other artists under HYBE, V's promotions still get a decent portion. In addition, V's success on various charts didn't just happen. He has a very strong fan base, but HYBE's role in distributing his music to various platforms also cannot be ignored. Does it make sense that the company that invested in his career would want to suppress his own success? Many have compared V's promotional methods with other HYBE artists and concluded that there was unfair treatment. However, marketing strategies in the music industry cannot be generalized. Each artist has a different character and market segmentation, so the strategies implemented must be adjusted to be more effective. In fact, the decision not to be too aggressive in promotions could be a smart move. With this approach, HYBE gives V space to develop artistically without excessive marketing pressure. This is different from some other artists who require a more massive promotional strategy. On the other hand, HYBE has also given V the opportunity to express himself in his music without much intervention. The Layover album is proof of how he can create work that truly reflects him. If HYBE really suppressed V's freedom, would we see an album as personal and authentic as Layover? There is also the assumption that HYBE did not celebrate V's achievements as they should have. However, it should be remembered that this company handles many big artists with extraordinary achievements in various sectors. Not every achievement must always be announced in a big way, because marketing strategies also consider momentum and relevance in the industry. Additionally, the biggest promotion for an artist is the quality of their music itself. V has proven that his music can speak louder than any marketing strategy. Even without excessive promotion, his songs still dominate global charts. If HYBE really wanted to ignore V, they could have simply not provided extensive distribution support or even restricted his access to the global market. However, in reality, his albums and songs are available on all major platforms, received attention from major media outlets, and were still strategically promoted. It is also important to understand that a company cannot always be behind every move an artist makes. Sometimes, achievements are driven more by a strong fan base, and this is proof that V has incredible appeal as a solo artist. Sometimes, an artist's success is also greater when they do not rely too much on aggressive marketing strategies. V has shown that he can succeed on his own terms, and this is proof that HYBE is giving him complete freedom to grow. Regarding the accusation that HYBE deliberately did not promote V because their priority was on other artists, this also has no strong basis. HYBE as a company certainly wants each of their artists to succeed, because the success of one artist also contributes to the company's reputation and revenue. If we look at the pattern of music releases under HYBE, many of their artists receive different types of promotions. It does not mean that one artist is ignored just because their promotions seem quieter than others. Furthermore, the music industry does not always work the way it appears on the surface. Good promotion does not always mean excessive exposure, but rather how the strategy is put together so that the artist remains relevant in the long run. Ultimately, V's success should be celebrated as an incredible achievement, not as a reason to accuse HYBE of sabotage. The accusation that HYBE is trying to hinder V is contrary to the fact that he continues to achieve incredible success. V is one of the most talented artists in the music industry today, and with or without massive promotions, he will still shine. HYBE may have their own strategy, but what is clear is that V's success is still recognized worldwide. However, it is important to note that in the global music industry, not all forms of promotion are explicit. Many strategies are carried out subtly, such as ensuring smooth album distribution, gaining exposure from international media, and scheduling strategic interviews or appearances. All of this was still done for V, proving that HYBE did not completely ignore him. In addition, the argument that HYBE focuses more on other artists must also be considered more objectively. The company handles many talented artists with different markets, and each strategy implemented must consider factors such as momentum, market appeal, and long-term potential. If V was truly neglected, then his album would not have received wide global distribution. Many fans feel that HYBE does not celebrate V's achievements enough, but should appreciation always take the form of public statements? An artist's success is often not only measured by the number of uploads or congratulations from the agency, but by how their career continues to grow and gain widespread recognition. In addition, there is also a misunderstanding about how promotional strategies should work. Some fans believe that the more an artist is promoted openly, the greater the chance of success. However, in many cases, a more elegant promotional strategy that focuses on product quality can have a more sustainable impact. It is undeniable that V has a very strong appeal and fan base, which is able to drive his success even without massive promotion from the agency. In fact, this proves that he is an artist with great influence, not someone who always has to rely on massive marketing strategies to achieve success. After all, if HYBE really wanted to hinder V's success, wouldn't it be easier for them to limit his access to production resources or reduce support for his music releases? However, in reality, V still gets the opportunity to showcase his music globally, with production quality that is no joke. Ultimately, V's success cannot be reduced to just the result of individual work or the agency's promotional efforts alone. The combination of his talent, fan support, and HYBE's business strategy that still considers market aspects are the main factors that shape his career path today. Conclusion: BTS V has proven himself as a successful solo artist, but this does not mean that HYBE did not play a role in his achievements. The accusation that HYBE hindered him is too much and does not take into account how the music industry works. On the contrary, HYBE has provided a platform for V to showcase his talents and achieve global success.
Chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live